At this time, most of the results from Super Tuesday are in. And ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to say that we have a race. So getting to the numbers here, Bernie Sanders managed to win not just Vermont, he won Oklahoma, Minnesota, and Colorado as well. And he came within 3 points in Massachusetts. So when it comes to the delegate count in Massachusetts, it appears as though Hillary Clinton will be taking 61, while Bernie Sanders will be taking 42 from Massachusetts. And she does still have an overall delegate lead. So this doesn't make Bernie Sanders the front runner at all, but it does mean that he is still absolutely viable. Now, one thing that's interesting is in Vermont, Hillary Clinton, at this point, with 83% of the vote reported in, she only got 14% of Vermont, and I believe you have to have 15%. So if she can't pass that threshold of 15%, I believe she's non-viable and she doesn't get any delegates. That would be awesome if that were the case. Now, Hillary Clinton won a total of 7 states. There's no surprise there. We knew she was going to do great in the South. She's doing a great job when it comes to states that Democrats will not capture in the general election. Now, getting to the Republicans, it looks like Ted Cruz actually performed a lot better. So he won 2 states, and Marco Rubio actually won a state. He won Minnesota. So, buddy, you're in the race. Welcome. I mean, you finally came there. Now, of course, when we get to the numbers here, Ben Carson got absolutely steamrolled in every state, but not too well. John Kasich also got steamrolled. So at this point, I would not be surprised if John Kasich and or Ben Carson drop out relatively soon. Perhaps after March 15th, maybe they'll stick around. It doesn't make sense unless you have a significant sum of money to keep going. Now, Donald Trump still did a phenomenal job, and at this point, he's doing great. Ted Cruz needed a couple of wins to stay viable, and I think he did that. So we do still have a competition between Ted Cruz and Donald Trump. So now getting back to the Democratic race, which is the one that I care more about, you're going to watch the mainstream media tomorrow, and they're going to basically say, oh, wash your hands, Bernie Sanders, it's over. You know, this confirms it. He's done. But that's not the case. We have a real race. When you take into account the fact that he raised $40 million in February, when you take into the account that getting into the forthcoming states, not all of them, but a lot of them favor Bernie Sanders, it is not over for Bernie Sanders. I told you guys this after Nevada, don't get demoralized. The election is heating up. It's going to be a long race. Now, that doesn't guarantee Bernie Sanders is going to win. Hillary Clinton is still the front runner just because she has more delegates, but it's not over yet, and if you're a Bernie Sanders supporter, you should feel really encouraged after tonight, because if you walked away with just Vermont, it'd be terrible. I mean, the momentum would be so high for Hillary Clinton, he may not have been able to overcome that. If you walked away with 2 states, again, it'd be better than only getting 1, but not very good. He walked away with 4 states, and when it comes to Massachusetts, a really important state, he came within 3 percentage points. That's really, really important. What I think that we should be excited about is the fact that Bernie Sanders did really well. All he needed to do was pull out some victories. He needed to stay alive until we get out of Clinton territory and get into Bernie Sanders territory, which is the other states that haven't gone yet. But when we get into the more Bernie territory, we have a really big chance of coming up. So look, this is going to be a really long race. This isn't going to be wrapped up quickly, but here's the thing. This race will be over if we lose our momentum, if we become demoralized, if we become complacent. You still have to donate. Anytime the media talks shit about Bernie Sanders, make it instead of a drinking game, make it a donating game. So if you see a media pundit telling you that Hillary Clinton is officially inevitable due to Super Tuesday results, you donate $5 to him or $1 to him, whatever you can. Make it a game. Now, also, there's still the electability myth. A new poll came out today showing that Hillary Clinton loses to Ted Cruz when Bernie Sanders beats him by double digits. I believe it was 17%. So the electability myth, it's not going to go away until Bernie Sanders overtakes her in delegates and does become the official frontrunner. But the mainstream media doesn't know what the hell they're talking about, and that's evidenced by the fact that they still think that Hillary Clinton is more electable than Bernie Sanders. They're going to say he should drop out. They're going to say that he's not viable. They're going to say that, Hillary Clinton is now inevitable because she won more states on Super Tuesday than Bernie Sanders. While that's true, the race is not over. It's going to be a really, really long race. And again, get excited about this. You could be optimistic. Now, we're still in this. I mean, tonight could have been a death blow. It wasn't. In fact, I think Bernie Sanders performed better than a lot of us even thought that he would. So we should all give ourselves a pat on the back, not just for breaking fundraising records and now helping him raise $40 million. $40 million. He doesn't have a super PAC. He's not taking money from corporations and Wall Street. He raised $40 million. That's you. So this is a great night overall. If you're upset, don't be. Get excited. Celebrate for once, because this has been a pretty rough couple of weeks for us. We lost Nevada. We lost South Carolina. But now we did really great in Super Tuesday, a lot better than people thought. And expectations are what matters a lot of the times in races. And Bernie Sanders surpassed a lot of people's expectations. Again, silence the noise that you're going to hear from the mainstream media. It's inevitable that they're going to say Hillary Clinton is inevitable again. But we already know that's bullshit. The race is just getting started. It's going to go on for a while.